found this buried in the dirt when we were digging in the back area. This has been a great week for house repairs that need to get done. So the ceiling started leaking and they had to redo all that for me and offered it to anyone, see if they wanted to do it. They quoted like $800 for that 3 feet. And that's including me providing all of the materials. They just got to show up. No one. 700-800. But, then the lawnmower broke. The belt broke on it, so we had to order that. Then, the sump pump acted up, and they had to fix that. It's been, because it comes in threes, probably. I'm looking at the wrong spots. But, now I'm just gonna take an easy day. It's raining. I'm in my woodshed. I got a lot of wood still left to split. A lot. I've been kind of busy with things. Robin's, I love this place for making mess. There was one there this spring, and they had some babies, and then they moved on, so I got rid of that nest, and now there's this one. I'm not gonna hang out too long in here. It's raining, so it's kind of nice, all dry in my woodshed. But I'm gonna let Mama Robin get back to them. Thanks. But yeah, since it's raining and I'm not splitting wood today, might work on the bathroom and finish some mudding and stuff with that, but I'm not really feeling motivated today. I want to take a lazy Sunday. That's okay. Anyways, I'll give you a tour of my woodshed with talking. So it's constructed out of, the idea of wattle and daub, if you're familiar with that, except this is just the wattle, no daub. I did it that way so air can still circulate through and kind of dry the wood out, but at the same time kind of help shield from the rain a little bit, which it sucks at. It's not the best, but I mean, I guess this is pretty dry here. And then it started off with some garage panels on top, and now I'm legit, and I got metal siding I got for free from Marketplace. I had to take this and a couple other things at the trash, and then I got this for free. What a deal. But yeah, and I got my little knickknacks. Some bones that I thought were bison bones, but I guess they're just cow bones, whatever. That's fine. And then old classic G8 cat there. License plate, don't look at the numbers. And then my wood. A lone log. But yeah, that's about it. I got some plexiglass here. I want to put one here. I had one, but it's kind of dirty, and I decided not to use it. So I'm gonna get some more, and then that way, when it's raining or snowing, it won't come in. It blocks it pretty well with these though, so that's cool. And then out the back way here, got a little bit of shelter. That's my bucket where I make some transplant plants, some cuttings. This one I overwintered in here in ice, and somehow it's a crabapple, so it's not that great, but I put the willow cuttings in there, and that's a natural way to root, but great way to have mosquito larvae too, so that's fun. That probably did nothing. Then I got all my wood logs over here, and I haven't mowed because life's been busy, but what's kind of nice is right over here, and maybe I can transplant them. I've been sick, that's why my voice is raspy, but all these black currants going on right here. Oop, okay, there's also stinging nettle, so I thought I just stepped in it. I think those are I don't know, you tell me. But yeah, all my wood that's kind of getting buried now in the grass. I probably got a million ticks on me. I like to grill over here. I think eventually I might want to put like a top part over here, and I could just split wood in the rain during the rain shower. That'd be pretty cool. And then when I'm done, it's already covered, so I don't have to worry about moving it all into here right away. But I don't know, not top priority. Also down below here, the previous people that lived here had a bunch of these green treat logs, and there was a big pile of them, so I decided to use it for the base of this because it gets kind of soggy and then it keeps it off the ground, and it's green treat, so why not? That's a camera stand. My son's like 17, actually just turned a couple months ago, but he's a full-on mechanic. Like, he does work for other people. That's a car he's working on. He's got a few projects. Sometimes people just gift him a boat and say, hey, you want to fix it up? But I'll show you where we're kind of maintaining the field to do some rentals, and then where we found the engine there. So this is the back end of the property. Previous people here had a whole BMX setup, dirt bike setup. So that was a jump there, land over here, and then going all the way down there. And we're gonna try to flatten it out so we can store some RVs or boats or things like that for people. We're kind of offering dry parking or field parking, and then also gravel parking down along over there. But we found a motorcycle. No, it's not a motorcycle, it's a four-wheeler engine, I believe, right over here. So this is one of the hills we were flattening out. I think it was just right there. We just pulled it out. And it's crazy because the amount of stuff that they put in here, you just never know the age of it. But this is also an area where they didn't really have trash pickup. So it was, things would biodegrade, and then the metal, and then that stuff would be put off in a corner. But here's some more of the work we're doing over here. That's the oak tree that I got all that oak from, and somehow it's still alive. The other piece of it is down over here, there, and then I cut up the rest of it, except for right there, because I didn't finish it. But kind of the goal is we're going to be keep adding dirt here. This is where my son kept getting stuck. You can see it gets kind of lower here, so it gets pretty wet in the springtime, which we're trying to avoid, and just have the water sheet off to the sides here, raised up here more. But as you can see, it's a lot of space. I mean, I keep going. It might not look like it on camera, but this is like a football field. I got to figure out how much space this is. I was gonna go on Google Maps maybe and just do the measurements there. I don't know how accurate that is. Maybe you guys can tell me. But just to figure out, like, I'm assuming this is at least an acre, but I'm bad judgment for that. Holy hell, there's a deer. Deer in the forest staring at me. Also, you can hear that. I live in like a tourist area up by Mille Lacs, or high travel, I don't know, cabin people. They're heading home for the weekend. It's Sunday, but it's kind of a lot of space. They're all rushing home right now, racing, speeding against each other. You're gonna hear them passing, going in the other lanes. So many accidents happen on Sundays because they probably didn't get enough sleep or sleep well because it's not in their own beds. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but look at this. All that space. These are kind of the property markers that we put up, lining up with where the stakes were for the property that they got surveyed. So just kind of help mark it for us, know where to stop. So yeah, and it's probably about a decent amount between here and the highway. I'd say about 30 feet. There's a rooster. Oh, they don't like the rain or something. These are the new ones we hatched on end of March, and I gotta fix that ladder, but they're still Not excited to come out here yet. But there's a lot of stuff for them to eat. And I've already trimmed it down once so it wouldn't be so ominous like they're walking in a cornfield, but not yet. But they're still growing, so we'll see.